Hey guys. Just making sure that I got the tweet right, and I did. Stop talking about him, he's back. I guess you guys are wondering why I said I would be back in 10 minutes, and then took 27. The reason why is because my save states from our previous Yoshi's Island gameplay are gone. I checked all 10 slots and it's just gone. I'm hoping that the game has most of the save on it. It does. Yay! Alright. Just solved a problem. I went 20 minutes checking save state slots when all I had to do was just load up the game and check and see if it had saved it in the game. I feel a little silly now. I don't remember saving it though. Hey, Abby, how you doing? I mean, I don't think I did. I don't think I saved it. But here's what we're going to do. Last time we did level 1. And we went for 100%. 100% completion. And boy, did we nail it. Hey, Pencil. Hey, Captain. Yeah, it saved automatically. I'm amazed. That Super Nintendo technology. Oh, yeah. Now, instead of doing the bonus level, we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to 2. And then we're going to do all the bonus levels at once at the end. I love fried chicken. That sounds really good. Do what? So, I guess let's get started. Hey, Father, how you doing? And when I was a little kid, I used to play the crap out of this game. I loved this game. Still do. All right, let's rock. Da 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 da. You never played this? This was the first game that I ever did 100%. Baby Mario! Oh, there's a star down here. Where's it at? Oh, I missed it. I might do it again. Da 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 da. Oh, it's old. I mean, it's Super Nintendo, so. This game came out late in the life of the Super Nintendo. It used the VFX chip, which is famous for being the chip that provides all of the spiffy 3D for games like Fox McCloud. What game is that? My mind is just absolutely blanking out on me here. It's a famous game. You're in space. Come on, somebody help me out here. I need an egg. Oh, no. No, I can't go back and get that. I hope it wasn't important. Star Fox, thank you. Why couldn't I think of that? Star Fox used the VFX chip to do 3D rendering on the Super Nintendo. But that chip had other capabilities. And one of those capabilities was making parallax backgrounds. And this game used it for that instead of 3D. And that's the reason why you have different layers on this game that move at different speeds. The actual Super Nintendo, oopsie, need to do more playing and less talking, I think. The actual Super Nintendo was not capable of doing it at this level. No, you can't eat the flying turtle. You can put him in your mouth, but you can't swallow. It's too big. See? Da 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 da. I don't think so, Mark. But I don't know what voxels are, so I'm no expert. But they didn't mention it, you know, in any of the documentaries or articles that I've read. What's up, Carlos? How you doing, buddy? We are continuing in our mission to 100% all of Yoshi's Island. And we're gonna do it. We're gonna master this game. That is exactly what I'm trying to do, Sebastian. I'm trying to complete the game at 100% just like the completionist. That's what Sebastian said. I love that channel. But you can spit it out at the thing. Oh, yeah, that's what I did. All right, come on, come on. Thank you. Just noticed in this one, when you break stuff, it actually breaks into the right amount of pieces. When was this released? I'm not sure what year it was released. I'm doing well, Carlos. I know that it was at the end of the lifespan of the Super Nintendo. I know that. But I'm not sure exactly what year. It might be in the description. In the description below, I've put some information about the game that I copied from Wikipedia. And it's probably in there if you want to look. There's also a link to Patreon. Brandon actually already a patron, so pitching that to him, probably not a good idea. Da 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 da. Yeah, Poochie from The Simpsons, right? But he's got to be a different Poochie because if you'll remember, Poochie on The Simpsons had to go home to his planet. 1995. Can you imagine little Jay in 1995 playing this game? Trying to get 100%, getting all frustrated. There you go. Thanks, Captain George. Patreon.com/fancyteeth, where you can get early access to videos and new perk that I just added yesterday. You can get ad-free downloads of the videos that you can put on your phone and watch even when you don't have internet. So if you've ever been on your phone and not had Wi-Fi and not wanted to use up your data and you thought, I'd like to look at Jay's face right now, that's the way to do it. Just $1 a month and you'll be able to look at my face. Oh, I missed 2 of them. I'll have to do this whole level over just to get those 2 stupid red coins. I am old. I am 36. I actually had an argument. Oh, I can go back. Awesome. With my mom because I was telling people I was 37. And she's like, you're 36. And I was like, no, I'm 37. Look, I'll add it up. So I added up and I was 36. Yeah. You can call me Uncle Jay if you want. I don't care. Matter of fact, I have a niece named Serenity who frequently calls me Uncle Jay. Like, every day. I'm coming, baby Mario! I got you! I don't like you. Go away. There we go. Give me a red coin. Grandpa Jay works too. Brandon actually is 37. Wow. We could have been in the same grade. Come on, Mario. Mario. Stay on my back already. I don't like you. And Grandpa Jay tries to go down the wrong pipe. Da 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 da. Oh! Oh! Come on, little box, float over here. I need those seconds. You tell him, Abby. We're the same age, Mark. You jerk. Oh! They all jumped off the cliff to their death. You hate to see that happen. Oh, come on. I am doing awful. I swear I'm good at this. I swear I am. Oh, I lost all my extra men. They were in my save state that I lost. Yeah, we have that same rule here about birthdays. I got placed a grade lower than my first cousin, Amy. Or, she got placed a... No, yeah, I got placed a grade lower than her. That's it. It is a community for people of all ages. Almost 3,000 people, guys. Can you believe that? Yeah, Abby here is 11. Although, to be fair, she acts like an adult, so there's that. No, no, no! Sebastian is almost 11. Yeah, you're older than me, buddy. Sorry, but you are. I'm 36. You're 37, right? And I'm born in September. And, very nearly adult. That's me. I am very nearly adulted. No, I think you mean Abby, right? Because she actually is that. Da 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 da. Fancy Teeth is better at this, where he would need help in his Deadpool. Hey, I've beaten Deadpool. But now, on hard, it destroyed me. And I mean, it destroyed me. Never get more than 2 of them. I used to be able to get all 4. A month older. Yeah, I knew it was close. Rick and Morty pajamas. Oh, Rick and Morty pants. Still, Rick and Morty's awesome. No, 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 no. I beat it on normal. I sucked at it on hard, which I think is understandable. Sebastian, on the other hand, just runs through it on hard like it's nothing. It's amazing. Dang you. You sent me a picture? Is it a picture you want me to look at now? I did not beat it on easy. I beat it on normal, thank you. But seriously, Sebastian was playing it on hard, and he was just... It was pretty amazing. It was pretty amazing. We're almost back up to the same number of viewers we had. Thank you guys so much for coming back. I really appreciate it. Squirtle! Pika Pika! Pikachu! Sebastian says that I just mistook easy for normal because I suck. You guys are so harsh. Da, 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 da. I love the music in this game. It takes me back. No, no! All right, guys, I gotta get serious. I gotta stop screwing around and pay attention here. I may not talk as much because I gotta get through this. I'm like down to 2 men. What is my date of birth? Well, you want my social security number too? September 6th. Da, 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 da. 23rd. My brother's is the 14th. And I also have an uncle and 2 cousins in September. I think it's so common because it's exactly 9 months after Christmas, if you catch my drift. What is my favorite Generation 1 starter? Charmander. No, he's not one of the starters. It's what? Pikachu, Squirtle, and who else? Is it Charmander? Somebody help me out here. Oh! I was talking again! Yeah, well, agreed, and I wasn't paying attention. I'm supposed to pay attention. Who are the starters? Seriously, it's Squirtle, it's Pikachu, and... Is it Charmander? I want to know who I'm picking between. To try to figure out my security questions, yeah. I hate to break it to you, but in the answer part where you put security question in, I don't actually answer the question. I just put in an even bigger password, so... Not gonna do you much good to know. It's Charmander. I knew it. Okay, that's what I wanted to know, because if I'm allowed to pick Charmander, I'm picking Charmander. Squirtle, however, I'm told, is best for speed running the game, like getting through it quickly. So, take that as you will, but Charmander's my boy. Hey, Graham, how you doing, buddy? Dang you, Mario. Squirtle does rock. That's a fact. Squirtle. Squirtle. I was really enjoying Pokemon Go until they, ruined it. They took out the feature that showed how close or how far away they were. Then after that, it just becomes sort of a random spawn sort of game. When you could actually hunt them down and sort of map out where they are and find them, that was fun. Like, oh, people are going where they're not supposed to. We'll put them in jail. Don't change the game. My birthday was the first in 4 in a row until my great-grandmother passed away. So, well, I'm sorry to hear about your grandmother, or your great-grandmother. Oh, yes! Did you see that? Pokemon Go to the polls. Pokemon Go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Looster over here, sitting through the whole thing, not saying a word, just watching quietly until someone mentioned Pokemon, and it was his time to shine. Oh God, I'm gonna die! He can't even say it when he's being ironic, Captain. Come on now, you can say it ironically, right? I did not mean to offend you, Looster. I was just joking around, man. Don't take anything I say too seriously. Tell him, Mark. That channel plug, though. I know, right? Better not be eating turkey sandwiches. There is literally someone at my door. Can you believe that? I've got to answer that. I'm gonna die anyway. I swear to God I'm good at this game. I swear I am. I swear I am. All right, I will be back in like 5 seconds, guys. I just got to go answer the door. I'm going to let Sebastian take over and play for a second. Here he comes. Speaking to the mic, son. Loudly. Sorry. Watch what you say, too, now. Be nice.
Hi, guys. It's me. Controller just fell over. It's great to know. Well, what way do I go? There we go. Yes. This is what you do. Who is this dog? No? Who is this dog? Guys. Oh, come on. Okay, no one tell my dad I'm about to restart this. Guess my dad's gonna kill me. If you don't see me in the next stream, it's because my dad has already killed me. And hi there, Abigail. My dad is about to kill me. I can't spit him out. I don't know what to do. Ah! Bruh. The dog's name is Poochie. Thanks. Okay, this should be easy. I think this is like the first level on stage. Whoa! Yeet. Well, Dad, I died and I had to restart these. Ah! Ah! Last life of mine. Hi, guys. Last life I have. What are you so sad about there, turkey? Ah! And there we go. I think some of my dad's fail is rubbing off onto me again.
You can see here on the game over screen, which I never once got to when I played this the first time on stream. I don't know what it is with me today. I like 24 men on the save state. But you can see the 3D effect that Star Fox is famous for, that the VFX chip provides on the Super Nintendo. What'd he say? Did he roast me? Or did he roast turkey? Roasted turkey. I'm gonna stop messing around. I could have sworn somebody knocked on my window. It's like 11:30 at night here, but I swear somebody knocked.
Dad, I think you've been staying around Mario too long.
I'm telling you, somebody knocked.
Dad,
But by the time I got out there, they were gone. They must have thought we were asleep or something.
Dad,
Either that or I'm crazy.
I'm telling you, you've been staying around Mario for way too long.
I was thinking Jay should make a video about General Throne I'm not sure that sentences. Let me see. I was thinking Jay should make a video about General Thrawn. Oh, you mean Thrawn. Okay, after you talked to him so much in the Deadpool live stream. Oh, well, there is a video about General Thrawn up. Captain made it for me, and you can watch it on the channel. I think my dad's failure is rubbing off on me. That is ice cold right there. Yes, I do live in the middle of nowhere, but, I mean, there's like a lot of people here, though. I mean, well, not a lot, but there are people here. I mean, I have neighbors, you know. Shut up, Block. Go, Poochie! Forward! Yep, and if you'd like, Captain, you can also throw the link to my new video in as well, just posted yesterday. It is about Black Panther and Wesley Snipes' attempts and his attempts to play Black Panther in the 1990s. It's very interesting, if I do say so myself. And it is brand spanking new to the channel. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. No, I did it again! Brandon has watched that video. He is setting a wonderful example for everyone. I swear I'm good at this. Da 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 da. I need to pay more attention to what I'm doing. Pay more attention to what I'm doing. And sing about it. off key. Do do do. Ah!
Just keep dying, just keep dying, just keep dying, dying, dying.
Da 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 da. Well, that's okay, Brandon. Not everybody has to be interested in every video. But I'm trying to make more of them at a faster rate, so that YouTube would give me a break. You know, basically. Hush, honey. What comment?
Over there, Looster Redux.
Someone needs Nintendo Power. Oh, haha. Sebastian liked that comment so much that he came over here and made me stop playing so that he could point it out and make me read it.
That's because it's true. You're gonna need Yoshi.
Got them all four! Yes! Oh, one of them disappeared! 2 out 3. Oh, man.
Someone sent a Darth Vader no in the chat.
Oh.
No!
That was painful.
I know, right?
There's nothing in those. Why do I keep smashing them?
Well, because you...
I don't even care about those this time. If I don't have the red coins, then I'm not really worried about getting the
red coins.
I'm not really worried about getting all the points then. I just want to beat this level and move on, and I'll come back to it because it is eating up all my lives.
Yeah, Dad. Even though I'm pretty sure every game eats all your lives.
Da na 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 na. Hey, that's a solid C+.
A solid C+. The best thing my dad has ever got at any game.
Chill out. Go play. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I would say what are the chances, but they're obviously exactly 50-50. Star Wars is life, Abigail. Catch that. Now, there you go. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah. You tell him, Brandon. I love me some Firefly. I'm also a fan of Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica, Doctor Who, Red Dwarf. Anybody know what Red Dwarf is? Besides me and Mark and I. All right, Brandon knows what it is. Ah! You give me that Mario baby back! Oh God! I just smashed Kirby. I just killed Kirby. Kirby, no! Da 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 da. What the heck? Ah! 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 Da 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 da. Is that all of them? That's all of them. Da 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 da. There we go. Da 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 da. Here we go. Yeah, yeah. Ha ha ha. Always know where towel is. Amen. I love those guys. Not a Trekkie. I do an awful lot of Star Trek on this channel. Aww. Dun 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 dun. It's hard not to know about Star Trek and Star Wars, man. I mean, just being in the culture teaches you a lot about it, whether you like it or not. Ha 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 ha! Oh, catch it, you dirty. Oh! I fell on some spikes. You jerk. I am so behind on Discovery. I'm behind on everything. Because all I do is make the videos. Yeah! Take that! And then I'll fall to my death. Thank you very much. Any particular reason I jumped down where? If you're talking about what I think you're talking about, it's because there's something over there I need to get 100% completion. Oh! My backpack's got jets. I'm Boba the Fett. I bounty hunt for Jabba Hutt to finance my bet. Wicked wick. I chill in deep space. The mask is over my face. Oh, how did I get myself into this? Oh, on the Spox. Yeah. I'm not really paying much attention tonight. I gotta straighten up if I'm gonna do this. I seem to be more interested in talking to you guys than I am playing well. I just like to look in on the stream every now and then, make sure it's going okay. Of course, the stream health isn't a crapper, isn't it always? You turn the bit rate down to keep the stream in good health, and the picture looks like crap. You know, and you turn it up a little bit. And then it's constantly in the yellow, so I don't know. I think this is probably as good as it's gonna get. I'm not getting any complaints, and the videos look fine after they're reposted, so I think this is fine. So I haven't been really worrying about it. Abby, that is the first use of the word dad on YouTube that I have seen that was actually aimed at someone's dad. What is the deal with people calling people dad now? Is that like a young people thing that I don't understand? I mean, I know it's a young people thing, and I know I don't understand it, so I'm not sure why I phrased that as a question. But I really don't get it. You put up a video and somebody replies, "Thanks, Dad," and I'm like, "What? What does that mean? What does it mean?" I don't know. I'm too old to know. Ah, stupid. Stop that. Da, 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 da. Now we're doing better. Come here, buddy. Need to ride you. There you go. And now you can go away. Yoshi's so cute when he does that. That's probably because I'm streaming, but I won't be doing it much longer. Yay! Da 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 da. Do young people still say cringe? Is that a thing people say? Like a "you would be a good dad" kind of thing? Like a "I wish you were my dad" thing? Is that what it is? Because I was honestly concerned that it was some kind of really weird sort of fetish thing. No! 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 Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't need to see that stuff. Abby doesn't need to see it either. She's right there in the comments section. Mark. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. It's exactly what I think it is. That's what I thought. Well, that is gross. That's what that is. I had a chance to get them all four, but I remembered last time when two of them disappeared, and I left one on purpose. No! You get over there, Yoshi! You get over there, you get that coin! Ah! You get over there! You get it! There you go! Won't somebody please think of the children? You ask me, people think of the children way too often these days. Da, 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 da. When was the last time anyone thought about the children? The only thing going through people's minds is either money or bullshit. Yeah, well, that's fair.
Think of the children. Everyone in the comments right now, think of
No, no, no! Yes! Ha ha ha! How close am I? Not very close. Wow, what am I missing? Oh, I see it. And I did not even come close to getting it. And now I fell in a hole. Do, 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 do. Yeah, it's a little weird, isn't it, Pencil? It's a little weird. Freaky fancy live stream. Ah, come on, you dumb baby. Got it. I'm gonna wait for this to float on over. Because I want all of them stars. Is it gonna make it? Is it gonna make it? Is it gonna make it? It's gonna turn back around. You're telling me that I have to use it on this ridge, or I won't get them all. That sucks. but okay. Fancy teeth after hours. Get out of there, get out of there. Yes! Ha ha ha! Aw! Wonder what that is. I got all the flowers. Need some coins and stars. There's coins. I want you to look at that. Can't get the last 2 coins, don't have enough stars. Gotta do it over. That sucks. Well, it's because Mark is mean. Slackpop. Hey, Wade, how you doing? He was trying to call me a hick one day, or a hillbilly. And he told me to put in my fancy teeth. And I was dumb enough to name a YouTube channel after that joke. Sebastian, that's enough. Oh, yeah. Da 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 da. Wah, 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 wah. Aww. I suck. I'm going back to World 1. Because apparently, I suck so much that I need to come back and do some warm-up. I come back to these older levels and do them over to collect up extra men. To avoid the dreaded game over sign. Aw, yeah. Yoshi's the dinosaur. Do, 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 do. I knew there's some more red ones in there. You can tell the one on the left here is red coin, and the one on the right is not. You can see a slight difference in color. See, not and is. Like I said, son, you can see a slight difference in color. Da 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 da. Here we go. What things do you nerd out on? Who are you asking? Not a fan of the word fandom. Why not? What's wrong with the word fandom? There we go. That's 100. Gotta get me a few extra men and maybe, I don't know, made me feel better because I did better. Now let's go back to World 2 and be a big boy. I'm going to keep streaming this game until I 100% it. Fan base, fandom, they seem about the same to me. Pretty much interchangeable. There we go. Doing better now. I hate that dog. I hate that dog. I hate you, dog. I hate you. Poochie's a big jerk. He's a big, big jerk. Sebastian says he's cute. I say he's a cute jerk. I forgot to go down this pipe earlier too, didn't I?
In Poochie's defense,
Or, no, I did go down this pipe. This is where Poochie killed me, isn't it? No, it's not.
in Poochie's defense,
I forgot about this.
in Poochie's defense, Dad, he doesn't know how you feel right now.
I like to read pencil.
I think
Can't read at all, huh?
Mario took too much coffee. That's why he's bouncing off the walls.
Well, your performance in the comments section is excellent for someone who can't read. Do. These songs get stuck in my head. I walk around all day.
It's so annoying. It's like looping the James Bond theme song with like war audio in the background and a bulldozer digging a ton of dirt.
if anything, I read too much.
Almost done.
But a lot of stuff that I read is not it's not fiction. Have you ever read Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? I actually don't read a lot of fiction, so I'm having to recommend something from a long time ago. Last book I read was Marvel Comics' The Untold Story, which I mentioned in my last video. I hate that. No, I've never read Wheel of Time. Fault in Our Stars. He's got a new book out, and Hank Green also has a new book out. An Absolutely Remarkable Thing is the title. Hashtag too old to be watching Vlogbrothers videos. They do have a great podcast, though. I listen to it while I'm editing a lot. Da 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 da. Yoshi, Yoshi, Yoshi. I am also interested in comic book and philosophy stuff. I actually own a few here that I could recommend. The Avengers and Philosophy, Marvel Comics Civil War by Mark D. White, Spider-Man and Philosophy, The Web of Inquiry is not great, but it's good. Those are the ones that I'm going through for videos. I've read most of those. They're structured in such a way that you don't have to read them straight through. Like sometimes they're written by different authors, or they're more like essays on different topics, and so reading them in order doesn't really make a lot of sense. So I just sort of go to the parts that I need based on what I'm looking for. But all great choices. I actually talk a lot to Mark D. White on Twitter. He's a professor of philosophy and writes a lot of books about superheroes and philosophy. And he watches the show, actually. He's a really nice guy. Watches NerdSync, too. Abby's naming all of the books now that you have to read in school. Well, by all, I mean one of them. The Fault in Our Stars was not a thing when I went to school, but I'm sure if it had been, the kids would have been reading it. It's like the saddest book ever. I get them off Amazon. Pencil, do you have Amazon where you're at? I imagine the shipping might take a long time, but... Oh! Oh, yes! Ready Player One was recommended to me by somebody. And I know you recommended it to me, Mark, but it was recommended to me by somebody else. I guess both the Harry Potter and Percy Jackson series go without saying. Very much enjoyed both of those. Yes! Ha ha! Now we're getting somewhere. That's where I get all my books from Amazon. I mean, they started out as a bookstore, so lots of great selection, prices. If it's not a very new book and it's not wildly popular, you can probably get it for $5 to $8, you know, as long as you're willing to take it used. A lot of people won't have a book if it was a library copy because it's got like sometimes stickers on it or writing on the spine where you can't see it. And I buy those books because they're dirt cheap. You know, and when they're in your bookshelf, you can't actually tell that there's like a library card pocket in it, you know. So what does it matter? To Kill a Mockingbird, that's another good school book. By school book, I mean, Sebastian, a book that they frequently make you read in school. Trust me, you'll get there. To Kill a Mockingbird is a great book. I'm not saying it's not a great book. I'm just saying that it's very likely that at some point in your life, a teacher will make you read it. That's all. As well they should, as far as I'm concerned. Funny story about Douglas Adams and the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I didn't finish high school. I got a GED instead. And when I was taking the GED test, there was a reading section, and you had to read a chapter from a book, and then you had to answer questions about it, which makes sense, right? But I read the chapter, and it was the first chapter from a Douglas Adams book. I didn't know that at the time, but it was The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and it was about the guy, about Arthur Dent and him laying down in the mud in front of the bulldozer in the first book. That's not a spoiler by any means. It's literally on the first page. But, and I did not know what the book was. I didn't remember the name or the author. And then, fast forward years later, Mark recommends the book to me, Slackpipe from the chat, and I start to read it, and I'm like, wow, this is crazy familiar. And, yeah, turned out to be the same book, which was weird to me. I got my GED so I could go to college, and then promptly dropped out of that as well. Arthur Dent with a U. I have a hard time saying the name. I had a great uncle that had that name, and couldn't say it then, can barely say it now. I want to say author, like the author of a book, but it's Arthur. You know, accent, what can I say? It is what it is. I do try, though. I don't try so much on the live streams because, you know, I think it goes without saying that if you are willing to sit down and watch me play a game for 2, 3, 4, sometimes 8 hours, then you're automatically one of the people that doesn't care about the accent, you know? But sometimes when I'm recording a video, it takes 7 or 8 recordings of each tiny section in order to get it right. And then sometimes I still miss certain words just because, you know, it's hard to get it all. And it's not until someone in the comments section points out how I say a certain word that I realize that I missed that one. But that's fine. It is what it is. And besides, 7 or 8 takes makes for a better video anyway. Dune is an amazing book. I still have Mark's copy of Dune here, and I have no intention of returning it ever. Good old JR. That was a slobber knocker. He says that, for those of you who don't get it. While Vince McMahon would stand next to him and say, 1, 2, 3, he got him! No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Good Lord, it's after midnight. Hush pass. I'm not bothering you. Your YouTube's working. Leave me alone. Da 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 da. Who are we thanking, Looster? All right, Bess. Da 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 da. Every time. Yeah, are you on the Discord pencil? How many of you are on the Discord or knew that we had a Discord channel? Because I am about to provide you with an invitation. There you go. All of you are welcome to join us in the Fancy Teeth Discord server where we talk about nerdy things, earn fake internet points, and then gamble them away in a slot machine and a fishing game. Because we got nothing better to do. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? Brandon is on the Discord. You definitely are. Been there for a long time, too, haven't you? I think Brandon's been with me a long time. How many subscribers did I have when you joined the channel, Brandon? There are people that have been, well, I guess that goes without saying, but there are subscribers that are still active that have been with me since I had 100 subscribers. Like, I still have people from the original 100 that still hang out on the channel. I think that's really cool. Even more that, you know, we're in the first, say, 300. Every time. Be lucky if I don't delete this video. What a terrible, terrible performance. Like last month, really? Who am I confusing you with? I think we had another Brandon earlier on. Well, thanks for stopping by, Wade. I appreciate you coming. You have a great night. Ha, Mark was in the first 6. Ha! Not Wade. Joke's on you, Mark. My mom did not know how to subscribe. and did not subscribe to me until I was well over 2,000. But she is subscribed to me now because I helped her do it. Bless her heart, she's 50-some years old and wanted to watch some of my videos. So I helped her subscribe and showed her how to watch the videos and look in the subscription feed. And she watched the video on philosophy and the prime directive and said to me, "Son, I think you would do a lot better if you didn't go over everyone's head." So apparently Mom thinks that philosophy is too complicated for a YouTube channel to cover. That was her feedback. No, Bo D, he's my first cousin. He does watch the videos, but he never comments. He is a $5 patron, though. He is one of my 12 patrons on Patreon. That is patreon.com/fancyteeth, where you can support the channel. Even $1 a month goes a long way. Before YouTube struck down our advertising for not being popular enough, one ad view came to half a penny, which we had to split with YouTube. So that is 1/4 of 1 penny per ad view. So you can imagine how much $1 helps. It helps a lot. And you get rewards. So there's that too. Thank you, George. That is patreon.com/fancyteeth. Commercial's over. Sorry, guys. Gotta do that every now and then. Da 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 da. Sebastian, that's enough. Here, you stupid baby. No, no! How many times have I done that? No, not Bodhi, the cargo pilot from Rogue One. Bodhi, my first cousin, who is a big, burly dude with a beard. And also a really cool guy. And I'm not just saying that because he pledged $5 a month. I need more people to watch my 2 most recent videos, and my very first, but most of the rest of my videos are on religion and politics. Well, those are 2 things I try to generally avoid. I try to avoid on my channel, although I might do better if I were to say something controversial every now and then. But I just don't want to alienate people. I feel like comic books and stuff should be for everybody, and I don't want anybody to feel left out, you know. It is a very fun game, Looster. It really is. I know that I haven't shown you much of it because I am not doing well today. I am not in very good condition today for some reason. I swear I did much better. By this time, last time in the stream, the video's up on the channel. I had already cleared a whole level. I don't know what's up. Yeah, I hear you, Brandon. The stuff that you post just to be posting and the stuff that you post in an attempt to reach a wider audience are different, you know? I mean, it's one thing to post something just to, like, get it out there, and it's another to be posting something because you want everybody to see it. Oh, Captain beat me to it. Thank you, Captain. We do stream a lot, guys. We don't usually stream today. The schedule that I made up was Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, but I took an extra day to polish the video for. It was supposed to come out Monday. It was supposed to come out Wednesday, and I took an extra day to polish it, which took up Thursday. I was gonna stream that night anyway. But I was sitting here preparing the stream and almost fell asleep, so I decided to stream tonight to make up for it, but it doesn't change the fact that the video for Friday did not go up on time either, so we're not off to a great start on the first week here. So hopefully we'll get a video up this weekend to make up for that, and then we can do better next week, but I am not really too concerned with getting things up the exact second they're supposed to go up. I'm more concerned with just making sure that I get a video up every 2 or 3 days to make YouTube happy. So if you want to be there for the streams, the best way to do that is to click the notification icon, the little bell under the video, and then YouTube will send you an email every time I go live. But you can expect it generally to be in the evening, in the late afternoon or late evening, and generally speaking on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Yep, it technically is Saturday, isn't it, Abby? Da 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 da. How long have we been going already? Da 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 da. Yeah, I'm not even looking at the right screen. Wow, hour and a half. This is pitiful. I had to say I was good at this, didn't I? I jinxed myself. This is a fantastic way to get watch time, though. Like, earlier we streamed for about an hour. There was an average of 10 people watching. That's 10 hours. We've streamed for another hour. That's another, 10. That's 20 hours, but, and then it's actually an hour and a half. So that's more than a day's worth of watch time. I need 4,000 watch hours, and I've got almost 60% of that. But the problem is that they only count your watch time within the last 12 months. So, oh, was it? Yeah, 2 hours, 30 minutes altogether. That's the earlier stream I was talking about. But they only count the last 12 months. So every day, not only do I gain whatever watch time I get that day, but also lose whatever watch time I got this day last year. And so that's the point of the streams, is that I didn't do streams last year, so every bit of watch time for the streams counts. It's extremely helpful. My favorite YouTuber, that's a tough choice because there have been several that have helped me in my channel, you know. I tell you what I'll do, I'll name off a few. Scott Nice Wonder, Benny from Comic Storian, Rob from Comics Explained, Orem from Orem's Comics, Owen from Owen Likes Comics. I like comic book YouTubers. My favorite is Benny from Comic Storian. There you go, Captain George. Not only because he makes great content, but because him and a small team, they do 2 videos a day. It's incredible and impressive, and but you know, more than that, he's very helpful to me personally. I mean, I asked him if I could do 1 show a month on his channel to help my channel out, and he let me do 2 a month. You know, good guy. Well, thanks, Pencil. Now, if you want to talk like outside the YouTube community, I like Film Riot, and the Ben Heck Show is pretty cool. I'm probably forgetting lots of good channels because I'm on the spot. Aries is really good, but I don't know him. I mean, but he's another comic book YouTuber that's over 1 million. And he works for the Film Riot guys, you know, and does Variant. Is the name of the channel, Variant. Trying to think of other YouTubers. I watch a lot. I watch Philip DeFranco about every day. I like iDubbbz. I like iDubbbz. He's not always the most family-friendly guy, but I do watch it. Yeah, Nerds Thinking Orm's comics are great. Orem and I both do a show on Comic Story, and the reason why my show is every 2 weeks is because there's a guest spot once a week, and he does every other video, and I do every other video. Yeah, I do watch RKCV. Absolutely. I'll tell you who's really underrated is the guys from Boss Level 8. That's a great channel. I can tell you a few YouTubers that I don't like if you want to hear that. I get some drama going up in here. I don't care for Logan Paul or his brother. I don't care for Rascum. I don't care for Leafy is here. I'm starting beef up in this place. Underrated content. The only area where I'm an expert in underrated content is in the comic book YouTube world, because in other niche markets, I just don't really end up watching too many of the little guys. You know, I don't really end up watching a whole lot of anything outside my own niche because I just don't have the time. But Orem is really underrated. Owen Likes Comics is really underrated. Boss Level 8, RKBC, all underrated. You know, we're like Variant was the first comic book channel that I know of to break 1 million, and then Benny and then Rob in that order. And Benny and Rob only recently broke 1 million, right? They're still, like, I think Benny's at 1.6 or near 1.6. So I think that the area that I chose to go into was a good choice. It is small enough to get noticed, but it's getting big, and so I think comics on YouTube are going to continue to grow, and that's one of the reasons why I chose it. I mean, there are other things that I love, and since, you know, the name of the show used to be, I'm not using it anymore, because it became more and more difficult to defend, but I used to call the show That Sci-Fi Show. I haven't been saying that lately, because the first two videos were about Star Wars, and that's sort of the kind of channel it was going to be, and it's going to be a lot about sci-fi television and books and movies. And then I started to do a few comic book videos because, you know, I was already friends with Scott at that point. When Scott had 50,000 subscribers, he used to reply to every comment and every single tweet every single time. You know, it was amazing. To this day, he shows up after each video goes up, and the poor guy answers as many as he can, you know. But back then, you know, he would answer every single tweet, so I would just get on Twitter and talk to him, you know. And I said, I think I could do this YouTube thing. And he says, sure you could, man. Give it a try, you know. You should give it a try. I'm sure you can do it. And I was like, heck yeah. So I gave it a try, and I made a couple videos, and I sent him a link. And he dropped in and watched the videos and left comments. And those videos got, I believe one got 700 and one got over 1,000. And at the time, I was too stupid to know how good that was, right? Like, most people put up their first video and it gets 7 or 8 views, you know? But I didn't know that. And so it was 6 months before I made another video. I didn't even capitalize on it because I didn't know that that was good, you know? But yeah, if it hadn't been for him, I probably would have never made a video. I got up to 100 subscribers just making videos, right, over a couple months. But then Scott mentioned me on his channel, and then overnight I had 300, and then 600, and then Benny. I ended up talking to Benny because Orem works for Benny, and Orem knows Scott. And then there's Mopey, the moderator, who also knows Benny because he's a moderator on several channels, and also the Comic Story and Comics Explained Discord. And between the two of them, I got on Benny's radar, and he said, you know, you can make a video for the channel. And so I made one to go up while he was on vacation. And after I finished it, I got a tweet from Rob, and he was like, if you can get me a video in 3 days, and it was 3 days, I'd already finished the Comic Story video, and it was 3 days before it was going to go up. And he said, if you can get me a video in 3 days, I'll post it on my channel. So generally it takes me 7 to 10 days to do a video. And most of that is just research and reading because, you know, I mean, it's not hard work. Like, the hard work happens in the last 2 or 3 days. The real tough work happens in the last day or the last 8 or, you know, 8 or so hours. But there's a whole lot of just reading, and a lot of the stuff that you read ends up being useless for what you're looking for. But you keep reading and you keep searching, and, you know. So I had to throw together a video in 3 days, which meant no research. So I tried to stick to the stuff that I already knew. And I made the video, and I sent it to him. And Benny and Rob released videos that I made on their channels on the same day. And I went from almost 700 subscribers to more than 2,000 overnight. and I've been making more and more videos ever since. Now, I took a break after that. You would think that would be the time to capitalize. But to me, that was the time to have a nervous breakdown and to have a panic attack and not make a video for weeks, for 6 weeks. Because that's just how I am, you know. This is how I am. This social stuff doesn't come naturally to me. I have to work for it, you know. But that's okay. And then I pitched Benny the regular show. And the funny thing is, like, talking to Benny on Skype, there were several times when I typed up the proposal for the Comic Historian show and then deleted it and didn't send it. And then a few days later, I would type it up again, and I would just almost send it. And then I wouldn't, you know, because nobody likes rejection, you know what I'm saying? And so, after doing that 3 or 4 times, I was typing up the question, I was typing up the proposal, and I accidentally hit enter too soon. If it had been for that, I might have never sent it. You know, maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't have, who knows, but he was like, sure, just immediately. So I'd been worried about his response for weeks, and I had been typing up this proposal in different ways and messing with different ideas of how to say it, you know, and finally, when I actually sent him the message, he said yes so fast that it was just like I hit enter and then it was bing, sure, I'm down. That's his exact word, sure, I'm down. You know, so I had been worrying over nothing the whole time. So can you say that those people are gums to your teeth because, like, teeth and gums are connected together, you know? I really don't want to say that because I don't want Scott and Benny and Orem to come to me tomorrow and say, there are, like, 6 people, that keep calling me your gums on Twitter, and I am not happy about it. I'd probably never get a video finished with the Asperger's. Well, man, I think you can. I mean, you can overcome all sorts of things. I have crippling anxiety, you know, and there are days where I don't speak to a single person because I just can't. You know, I have days where I just can't. And that's okay. I've come to realize that that's all right, you know. 100, we're finally getting in the groove again. Only took until 1 in the morning. You know, but I go on and I do the best I can, and that's okay. And you just got to be like that, man. And don't get me wrong, dude. I mean, I'm not the sort of guy that you know, it doesn't roll off my back like, you know, like water off a duck. That's not me. You know, I totally, absolutely worry about every little thing. But ultimately, it is going to be what it's going to be, no matter what I think or say or worry about. So, I just do the best I can. But, I mean, in the end, the truth is that what I'm trying to think of a good way to say this. In a lot of ways, I just got lucky. You know, don't get me wrong. I put a lot of hard work in, you know, and I really try, and I try to get better, and I try to learn, and I'm trying to put out more videos, and I'm trying to give YouTube what it wants, and trying to be professional, but ultimately, I think I had a lot of advantages early on, and I'm thankful for those, and I just try to keep that in mind because I never want to be that guy I never want to be that guy that thinks he's just better. You know what I mean? Like, there are people that, like, they get rich, and then they're like, you know, I don't know why poor people don't just get a job. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not rich. I'm actually quite poor right now because instead of working, I'm working on YouTube a lot, and I only take enough work, because I'm a contractor, I only take enough work to just barely pay the bills so that I can build this YouTube channel and make it into a career. And that's my goal for the year. And the thing is, I never want to be that guy that actually gets to his goal and then looks back and thinks, well, I did it, so that means everybody in every situation can do it. Because I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy that has a blind spot for his own advantages. Does that make sense? Yeah, success is when hard work meets chance. Absolutely. Yeah, I believe that. There have been many things in my life that I've worked really, really hard at, but it just didn't come together, you know, and that's okay too. But this YouTube thing, I'm gonna make this work, period, point blank. I will make it work. Like, even without ads right now, my Patreon support is more than I ever got from ads. You know, I'm getting $68 a month in Patreon pledges, and it would take me a year to make that in advertisements. So my goal is to get to $500 a month, and I can live on $500 a month. You know, at that point, my bills will be paid. I'll still be dirt poor. I won't have any extra money at all. But I'll have water and electricity and internet and food, you know. And at that point, I'm gonna stop doing any other work at all and do just YouTube and YouTube only. And then eventually, I'm going to try to expand out and hire people. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with Channel Awesome. They have a little staff, and they make all kinds of videos, you know, and that's something that I would like to have for this area. There's a lot of people here that just don't have enough work, and I would like to provide some work for those people, some opportunities. And so hopefully I'll make it, and because I've made it, there'll be a dozen other people in this area that will have a chance. That's the goal, anyway. So I hope so, anyway. Ooh, you ground pound and they fall asleep. Okay. Heck yeah, I get it now. If you could get an editor, you don't have time to edit yourself? Is that what you're saying? Or, because I know you can do it. Thanks, Captain. I appreciate it. Channel Awesome is the one with Nostalgia Critic. That's correct. The dude predates YouTube. He's been making videos since before YouTube was a thing, which is pretty amazing. It's pretty awesome, you might say. Ha 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 ha. This place really is the poorest place in America. It is. It's often called Third World America, and you know, it's coal country, and coal is dying, and, you know, it's been dying since the early 1900s, and it goes boom and it goes bust, and it never ever gets back to where it was. You know, every time it comes back a little less, and you know, I'm not really interested in debating like whether that's a good thing or not, like from an environmentalist standpoint, because you know, I understand that coal not good, not great for the environment. I get that, but what I see though up close here is the people and how they suffer when they don't have work, and there's nothing here for them to do. You know, I mean, they could work in a gas station, but we can't all work in restaurants and gas stations. There's not enough, you know, gas station and restaurant jobs to go around, and some people have families and don't make enough doing that stuff, you know. And it sucks, you know, but we need to get some other industries in here. That's what we need to do. I really want to get into making YouTube videos too, but everything is not really working out yet. But hearing you talking about this really made me want to get into doing it too. It is a lot of fun, and it's rewarding, and you know, I recommend it. You know, it's cool. I like it. And if you get into it and you find that it's something that you don't like, then no harm, no foul, right? When I first started my first 2 videos, all I had to edit on was an off-the-shelf laptop. And this laptop was not top of the line when it was bought. You know, it was the bargain bin $300 laptop that you get at Walmart, you know. And it was 3 or 4 years out of date. And I installed Adobe CS6 on it, which I assure you I obtained totally legally, and started editing videos. And it took that laptop 32 hours to render, you know, a 10-minute video. And after rendering 2 videos, the hard drive gave out, because rendering is really hard on a hard drive. You have to have a good hard drive, you know. And this was just a little laptop hard drive, and so after 2 videos, it gave out. That's 32 hours per video, by the way. And but I got them done, and boy, did they suck. And I had to buy another computer. But lucky for me, I could actually afford it at the time because I was working. So, you know, I mean, technically I'm working now, but now I turn down most of the jobs I get for, you know, YouTube reasons. Let's see, we still need quite a bit of coins. And 2 flowers. Well, I guess all I really needed to do better in the game was run my mouth. I thought I was talking too much when I wasn't talking enough. How about that? Nope. Not yet. Need to see what's this way. There we go. Da 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 da. Your computer's older than my kid. That's pretty old. I mean, for a computer. Digger! Here we go. There's my red coins. Those are red. No, they're not, huh? I think I got everything in there. I hope so. Still need 5 coins. Da 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 da. He's got a skull on his head. If you are planning on such an adventure into YouTube, my only warning is not to expect an instant hit. Yeah, I mean, more than don't expect an instant hit. I've never had a hit, right? There are some channels that come about because of a hit. Grade A Under A was one of those channels. He made 2 videos, and he quit YouTube, and he came back later, and he logged into the account, and he found out that they'd gone viral, and that's how his channel began. That is exceptionally rare. What is more common is for someone like me, for example, to make a channel and to grind it out over 2 or 3 years and to slowly, grow by, 5 and then 10 and then 15 and then 20 subs a day, and eventually, gain momentum that way. That's what to expect. Basically, yeah, 2K is pretty good to me too. I mean, I'm not shitting on it for sure. I'm proud of it. But it's also not a living, if that makes sense. To me, you haven't made it until your bills are paid with YouTube and Patreon money, right? Or merchandise money. I don't need to be rich. I just need to pay bills. I don't want to be, I wouldn't mind being a rich YouTuber, but it is not necessary for me to be a rich YouTuber. Ooh, look at that. That just ain't right. With the amount of creators on the platform growing would not be easy. Yeah, it's really not. I mean, comic books, the reason why I chose it is because it's sort of that perfect size. It's just now getting big enough to produce creators with over 1 million subscribers, or creators like Benny that have a staff. It's just big enough to support that, and so that means that there's gonna be growth, right? It's growing is my point, and that's what I'm looking for. Big enough to support an audience, and big enough to show growth in the future. That's what I was looking for, and I got it. It's a good niche to be in. It's up and coming, I believe. That's what I think, anyway. Even Scott Nicewander was virtually unknown back in 2013, and that hasn't been that long ago. And really, I didn't come in very far behind him. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. Yep, I died. Yeah, Star Wars is a good up-and-coming, too. Take Lore Reloaded. He's a good example of this. He had less subscribers than me, and he asked me if he could be on the channel, you know, and we did a collab, and now he's on his way to 20,000, and he does this for a living. You know, he shot past me, so kind of made me wonder, because I started my channel as a science fiction channel with my first 2 videos being on Star Wars. He mostly does Star Trek a lot, but he does Star Wars too. It sort of made me wonder if pivoting to comic books might have been a mistake. But I felt at the time that, given the connections that I have in the comic book community, that it would be stupid of me not to pivot toward comics. I mean, right? Brandon, the NerdSync channel was established in 2013, Bob. I mean, it was early 2013, but it was 2013. There was a podcast before that. Da, 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 da. Oh man, I am just doing terrible right now. These guys are trying to steal my eggs, and I'm turning them into eggs. That's kind of weird. You jerk. Yeah, it's early 2013. The NerdSync podcast predates that. You know, they actually had a Kickstarter campaign to get the NerdSync podcast started and actually achieve their funding goal, which is pretty rare, actually. Especially for people that aren't, you know, people that are unknown. And NerdSync back then, the channel didn't exist. It was just some guys on a Kickstarter trying to raise $500 for equipment to do a podcast, and they did it. It's amazing. Because I didn't know them back then, mind you. I just, you know, Scott's told that story before. Da, 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 da. How many of us have gone to bed? Still got 9 people here. That's amazing. Thank you, guys. Seriously. Ha ha ha! Take that. Oh! Oh! Aw! I was doing well. 26 men. Hey, hell yeah. Kicking ass now. I had 20-something at the last save state and lost it somehow. Stupid save state. I believe I accidentally save stated over it because when I hit save state 0 where I had it saved, it resets, but it looks like it resets like 2 or 3 seconds into the logo instead of just starting it over, so that's probably a save state of the opening logo. Good morning, Captain. Oh, this last video that I made of this got copyright claimed. I don't know why I'm playing it again. It got copyright claimed by like 10 companies. Apparently they all own it. As far as I could tell, I Googled some of the names, and they seem to be copyright collection agencies. And, like, really only one of them can own it, right? Unless, maybe Nintendo signed up for 2 or 3. It's 1:07 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So some of them have to be claiming the video erroneously, right? Like, you have this bad habit of people, what they'll do is they'll write them a song, right? A crappy, generic-sounding song. And they'll include just enough of a popular video game song so that Content ID will mistake one for the other. Just close enough, And then they claim those videos, and they get a share, of the profits when the money's split up, because YouTube's system is crazy. And problem is, though, that I don't know which firms actually own this and which ones don't, and I can't fight them separately because somehow they all show up on one claim. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It's really weird. 1 p.m. for you. There's a 12-hour difference. That's crazy. Oh, that sucks. They have an option where they'll share the money with me, which I think is fair. If those companies really do own the rights to, like, the music in this, and it's their position that a playthrough is not transformative enough to be fair use, I don't agree with that. But as a compromise, I would share revenue with them. But I can't share revenue with them because YouTube took my revenue away. And so they get it all. But I really love this game. And I still get the watch time, so. Favorite color of Yoshi? Blue Yoshi. Because he can fly with any... Excuse me, see that accent? He can fly. He can fly with any color turtle shell. And that is handy. Let's see what we got. Oh, I didn't get those coins because I didn't have enough eggs. Can I go back to them now? Is that something I can do? Sorry, they've, some of the people that comment at Comic Storian have pretty well trained me to, Mostly I'm apologizing to myself because I'm really, really trying to, enunciate, and, sometimes when I get excited, it's very difficult. I do want the videos, though, to, even if not the live streams, the videos should, not favor any accent, right? Should be, neutral. because that's what makes them the most marketable. So that's what I'm going for anyway. Broad marketability. There's some more of the seconds that I need, but I doubt I'll get enough. Hey, buddy. Can't you see I got a baby here? I'm gonna get that coin, buddy. You might as well just give it to me. There you go. See? You could have lived if you just would have let me by. Come on, buddy. Jump out. Come on. Nope. Not gonna jump out. Yeah, the only people that care to the only people that not the only people that care, but the only people that show up for the live streams, I think, are people that the accent doesn't bother them. You don't sign up to watch somebody play a game for an hour if you can't stand their accent. You know, it just doesn't happen. And I thank you guys. You know, you guys are awesome. My bread and butter. Definitely. Where's that last coin at? He does love clubbing, doesn't he? He's a big jerk. That's what he is, that shy guy. I thought they were, you know, more shy than that. Ha 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 ha. Need one more coin and 10 stars. I'm not going to get the 10 stars. There's just no source left for it. But I would like to know where the coin is for next time. I got all of this, didn't I? Yeah. You give me that back. And also become my dinner. Yeah. You've been acclimatized to it already, haven't you, Brandon? Wait, Captain. Are you telling me that important things happen on Twitter? I'm not sure that's correct. Oh, gosh. I'm probably going to have to go to bed soon, guys. How long have we been doing this? Ooh, 2 hours. Wow. You guys are troopers. Let's give it one more go. Oh, yeah. Wish I would have had that a second ago. I'm going to come back to that 89. I'm going to play this new one. Well, I'll take that as a compliment, Brandon. Some of it might have to do with the work that I've put in lately at reducing the accent. And some of that may just be because where you live, you know. Stupid ghosts. Ah, stupid ghosts! Yeah. Yeah, you guys are the real MVPs. 7-hour Deadpool stream. We're going to finish Deadpool, too. And we're well into the game. Another, I don't know how long. But, I mean, it'll be a few hours. But we'll beat it. Well, I mean, I was going to say, Pencil, that it's okay that your brain doesn't work because it's 1 in the morning, but isn't it 1 in the day there? 1 in the afternoon? I'm picking on Pencil. Oh, I should have let this room fill up with those things before I went through the ring. I'll remember that next time. Well, you know, the accent doesn't seem to be with the children as much as it is with us. For some reason, I think that it's dying. The accent's dying. Now, when I was a kid, all the children had the accent, but now they don't seem to. You know, and I think maybe it's because they get exposed to a lot more media than we did, and they grow up hearing people speak properly on television. When I was a kid, we had 13 channels, and usually there was nothing on for the kids, you know. Cartoon Network didn't come along until I was, you know, older, much older, but, yeah, I think that's why. I think the kids are probably, not gonna have an accent in a couple of generations here, and that's fine by me, honestly. Yeah, I'm tired too. I'm probably gonna give it a rest after this level. Yeah, see, I'm not even talking now. That's how tired I am. When I run out of things to say, you know that's amazing. Yeah, Blue Yoshi. That's my man. Of course, they don't have their Yoshi powers in this one. My best friend lived in Texas for a time as a child, and there's a video when he came. There's a video from when he came back at the age of 7. Hilarious. I had the opposite experience when I was a kid. We moved to Tennessee, but now when you think of Tennessee, you think of an accent, but in fact, most of Tennessee does not have that accent. It's only in the mountains. Just like Kentucky, all of Kentucky does not have that accent. Rob from Comics Explained was born and raised 4 hours from where I am right now, and he doesn't have an accent. But we moved to a part of Tennessee where they didn't have an accent. And when I came back from there after living there once for 6 months or so, and then again for 6 months or so, so about a year total, I didn't have an accent. Because children adapt to change very easily. Unfortunately, I also adapted in the other direction, so it is what it is. Ah! He came out of nowhere! Ah, I ran right into him! Big jerk. I was born and raised here in the capital city, so your accent's very generic. Oh, you're from Thailand? That's cool. Alright, there we go. One more flower and a few stars. Machine gun. All right. Just need 2 more. Damn, he can really spit some seeds. That's got to be a record. I don't think you have any discernible accent, Captain. I mean, you could stand to slow down and enunciate, but it's not so much an accent as it is just, I don't know, just maybe stumbling over some words. I think that if you learn to do multiple takes, then your videos will be leagues ahead of mine as far as audio quality. As far as the voiceover. Easily ahead of mine. And if I'm giving out advice, throw in some more jokes. People like jokes. That's a matter of personal preference, though, more than anything. Not that my jokes are funny, they're not. Not even close. My best friend thinks I sound like Nathan Fillion. Wow. You know what? If I do a video on Firefly, maybe you can do some Nathan Fillion voiceover for me. Now, why did I fool around in there and then not do the rest of this? Hey, look at there. I saw it up there. Alright, now I just need some stars. And I'm home free. Probably won't get them. How do you end up over there? Damn you. Where did my jumping thing go? You can do Obi-Wan? I've actually had some Obi-Wan jokes in some previous videos. Laura did the voice, but we didn't really try very hard to sound like the person, you know, from the movie. Not really. We just sort of did the lines and hoped. Yeah. It's the, hey, I've got a plus 10 star pack! Ha ha ha! Booyah! 100%. Going out on a strong note here, boys. 100% with the bonus challenge. I considered turning down the volume on the game for these so that they couldn't claim them, but I love this music so much. And if I was constantly singing along with the music and you guys couldn't hear it, that would be annoying. So I can't just turn it down, you know, for the video, so whatever. As long as it gets me the watch time. It's going to be unlisted anyway, so it's not like they're going to make any real money from it. But, you know, if you see ads running on this video, because I have a playlist for gaming. These are unlisted, but the playlist is public, if that makes sense. So if you actually go to my channel and click on playlists, you can rewatch these. Of course, you have notifications on. You'll have an email about it, too. But the playlist is a little more permanent than looking for an old email, I think. Anyway. Yeah, these videos aren't really gonna make any money anyway, so I'm not too terribly concerned as long as the copyright claim doesn't block the video in some places. As far as the gaming videos are concerned, I'm not gonna fight it. Yeah, I could, but, you know, and I would consider that under some circumstances. Oh, I can't get in there now. Under some circumstances, I would do that, but these videos, really only the people that are there live are going to watch them. You know what I mean? So it's just not really worth it to fight. If this was a gaming channel and all of my money came from these, then, you know, then I would raise hell. But, you know, it's not. All right, all right, all right. It's what I like about high school girls. I get older, they stay the same age. Like, damn, that's creepy. There was a time when that passed for a joke. I really messed myself up with this stupid bridge. Oh, yeah. If Turkey Butt were still here, I would have said that line, Jay. I want to get in there, and I can't. Oh, well. Hey, maybe if I go in that door and come back out, it'll be gone. Hey, stupid ghost bastards. Is there nothing in this room except my death? Alright, death room, got it. Hey, it worked. I guess it's only here for that. Now how do I get up there? I may not have thought this through. Let's see. No, it makes me stop. I can't run ahead of it either. Dang it. I have seen the new Wreck-It Ralph teaser trailer. I'm actually excited for it, for the movie. You know, I always like to give a movie a chance. And I'm a lot more accepting than, say, my buddy Mark. Slack Pop, for I think everybody here already knows that, but just in case. He tends to be a lot tougher on them than me. All right, I see. Now I'm up here and the thing's gone. Fantastic. That's a neat little puzzle. But I got it. Oh! 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 Did you see what I did? Did you see what I did? Let's try going around again. I see what I should have done now. I need to ride the thing here. Do I get this again? Are they gonna be in there? Nope. Empty. Still don't have enough. That's what I gotta do. Ride that over. It does look a lot like the Emoji Movie, and that is terrifying, but, you know, what are you gonna do? I want those little star guys. Ended up losing as many as I gained. Why didn't I go over there? What's over there? Huh. Well, that was weird. Alright, done. Thank you. Nope, can't get up there. Go away. Huh. Get up there. Oh, it's in the middle. I gotta do the whole thing over again. Dang it. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that the baby looks like Mona. I don't think it's meant to be. But, you know, I see why people are saying that. I saw one of the Super Carlin brothers say the same thing. I am a fan of theirs. Even talked to him a little bit on Discord. I tried to get them to do a collaboration with me, but they didn't seem too jazzed about it. I mean, don't get me wrong, they were nice about it, you know. But they said that, you know, having a guest isn't really on brand for them, because it's like from one brother to the next, sort of like the Vlog brothers, and I get that. That's cool. Would have been nice, though. I might try to get one of them to come on my channel. That might be cool. Yeah, they have collabed with Scott, and they do collaborations. But you'll notice that unless it's an emergency, most of their collaborations, someone actually comes over to where they live in their studio and sits next to one of them while they do the video. So it is their normal schedule, except with a guest sitting next to them. So, you know. But I didn't want to say, well, okay, I'll drive up there, because they're only 4 hours away from me. You know, that would have been creepy. So I just let it go. Look, they really are really good dudes. So I don't, you know what I mean? I don't want to sound like a jerk or anything, because they don't have to collab with me. That's not, you know. I mean, that's how I met them, was their collab with Scott. I mean, I already knew who they were, but Scott mentioned that he was in their Discord server, and I was like, I'll check that out. And I made a lot of friends in that Discord server, actually. A lot of the people that show up here are Jordan, the moderator. What's your name that I did the please forgive me if you're here. I didn't forget your name on purpose. Dallas, yeah, Dallas. She calls herself Dallas Fort Worth, or Pillow Fort Worth. That's it. That's funny. You know, I did the Superman video for her. Met her in the Super Carlin Brothers Discord, and a whole lot of other people. Matter of fact, our highest Patreon pledge ever comes from someone that I met in that server. I call him the patron saint of the channel. And he really is, actually. Both a saint and a patron. I'm not mentioning his name because I don't know if he wants people to know, so... And even if they really said no just because they don't like my content or they think that I'm not a good fit, that's okay too, you know. They really are exceptionally nice boys, and I enjoy their content, and I try to be a reasonable man, you know. So, is what it is. Alright, guys, I think this is going to do it for tonight. I'm going to save this in multiple slots this time. Save in 0. Save in 1. And what the hey? Go ahead and save in 2 as well. And that was level 2, but only half. So when this one goes live in the unlisted gaming playlist, I will change the title to say 2.5. That way we'll that way we'll be able to order them properly when the next one says 2 point whatever, depending on how far I make it. Actually, whoa, it was only 2.4. And excuse me, 2-4, not 5. Or dot. It's 2-4. Hey, it's almost 2 in the morning, so excuse me for the word soup, guys. I'd like to thank every single one of you for coming out. For those of you that don't already know, there is a link to the Patreon in the description. You can also use code FancyTeethTVX at TBlocks for 10% off of only you can prevent lost save data. Yeah. Thanks, Father of Lies. I'm glad you liked the stream. Gets you 10% off. It's a monthly subscription service where you get a cool t-shirt. They've got DC, they've got Marvel, they've got all sorts of cool stuff. And it's $8.99. You get 1 t-shirt. It's as low as $6.99 if you buy a year at a time. And even if you get the $6.99 or the $8.99, doesn't matter. You still get 10% off, no matter how much you buy, even a year's worth. So check that out if you want. And if you can't afford it, $1 on Patreon goes a long way. There is a new reward up on Patreon where, and this one was inspired by Brandon Allen, where the videos are downloadable. So you can download them. You'll be able to watch them even if YouTube's not working. You'll have a ad-free offline way to see my face. That's got to be worth $1. All right, guys, I am out. I will see you all Saturday. Yes. Oh, God, it is Saturday. I will see you all later today after I sleep. Jay out.